Hello everybody, video here for you today. This is the Curse of Oak Island looks back and ahead, in which I look back at past episodes that normally relate to the current ones and also look forward to the next new episode. To start off, we go back to my pal Zig's map to try to see exactly where the new and presumably last caisson of the season will be. The image providing the background shows a caisson that was left in the money pit area over the off season. At this point, May of 2025, they have likely begun filming season 13 already. The blue colored splotch is the location of TB1, the first caisson of season 12, which unfortunately suffered caving and had to be abandoned before getting to target depth. This is the area I think the caisson would be in. It will be only the size of TB1, 7-foot diameter. I made the circle bigger because this next image that shows the location has what I think are halfway grid lines, and so not that easy to tell exactly where it is. Hopefully they will give us exact grid coordinates for it on the next episode. As you can see, this is the grid that has the solution chamber on it marked in green, and the TB1 is marked in the white circle, and the red one is going to be the new caisson location. And as you can see, the vertical lines, there's a darker one, a more bold one, and then a lighter one. So I don't know if those are half grid lines or not. I would think so. But I'm not sure. That's why I don't know exactly where it is. But what they did definitely want to do is intersect the solution channel, and at this location they will be. Just again, don't know exactly where it is in the money pit area, and of course I'm directionally impaired anyway. So I do the best I can. Due to the previous caving this season, Rock Equipment and SB Canada had to fortify the money pit area for safety before they could put the new caisson in. The previous caissons in season 12 after TB1, that's up at the top, were AC1 in Aladdin's Cave, RP1 and 2, both in Shaft 6, and RP3 that successfully intersected the tunnel from Shaft 6 to the original money pit shaft. The new caisson may also be along that tunnel path. This image shows some of the caving from TB1. Lot 5 has been continuing to be a trove of artifacts all season, just like it has since the moment they bought it. And before that, again, Oak Island lot5.com, I believe, is Robert Young's website for that, the late Robert Young's website, and it shows all the things that he found, I guess, and some of the things maybe that Fred Nolan found, because Fred Nolan owned Lot 5 and sold it to Robert Young. But yeah, a bunch of stuff on there, very interesting things. And the latest one was a button that featured this exquisite detail. In the last few episodes, Rick and members of the team were on a field trip to Malta. Also, family ties from the Knights Templar / Knights of Malta were traced to Isaac de Razilly, who led the expedition to establish the French colony of Acadie. Apparently that's how you pronounce it, and not Arcadia, as I think it was said on the show incorrectly. As you can see, it's spelled here in this image from the show correctly, and I checked the Google and it said Acadie. And that, of course, is now known as Nova Scotia. And Oak Island is 15 miles from the colony's headquarters at Fort Point. So could have easily been familiar with Oak Island. Next time on an all-new episode of The Curse of Oak Island, which will be the next to the last one of the season, called Into the Void. After a terrifying collapse, the Fellowship is finally at the precipice of the solution channel. And I'm wondering, they take liberties, dude. They take liberties sometimes with these synopsi. They take liberties with those, and could that mean just the collapse, the caving in that happened in TB1? Could they be talking about? Because the preview doesn't show anything where there's any problems happening, and it seems to have gotten all the way down into the solution channel by the end of the episode. And time for the preview breakdown. New case on shown approximately in the middle of the two rows to the money pit area, but cannot see the garden shaft, unfortunately, and that is my anchor to anything in the money pit area. Alex says our best guess is the treasure is 200 feet below in this location. After an episode away from the swamp to follow up on the Goodwin treasure map, the team is back at it, specifically at the northern shore above the swamp. The excavator bucket apparently contains or reveals something the group is excited by. Doesn't show it, of course. Surveyor Steve Guptill says that the swamp is potentially linked to the Knights of Malta, who received a lot of the Templar assets, but does not say what is linking it to them. And that's why it's called a preview, I guess, and not the episode itself. The hammer grab brings up this likely piece of iron via the new caisson before it reaches the solution channel. And blacksmith Carmen Legg visits Oak Island again. It says that all the artifacts he has seen like that one are from the 1500s. There's a reverse angle view looking south of the new caisson that still doesn't show the garden shaft, so I'm lost as far as it unless I can see the garden shaft, I'm lost. Caisson apparently reaches solution channel depth in the new episode, and the first hammer grab from that depth contains a lot of water, hopefully other things as well. The May 20th episode is the season finale, and it's called Uplifting Discoveries. It says as winter approaches,
and winter is coming.
The Fellowship is racing against time as they're closer than ever to finding the one thing. And right after that, there will be a new drilling down episode called The Mystery Deepens. After another year of incredible finds on Oak Island, Maddie Blake gets the ultimate insider scoop from Rick, Marty, and the team. I'll continue recapping new episodes late Tuesday nights as they air, while also finishing up Season 8 retro recaps. All of the other seasons are done and are in my Oak Island playlist. I'm also slowly recapping The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch, Seasons 2 through 4. Seasons 1 and 5, plus the first 5 episodes of Season 2 are already done and are in that Skinwalker Ranch playlist. And The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch returns to the History Channel for Season 6 in June. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Sempre avanti.